Hey everyone, Daniel David here. We're diving deep into a topic that's often shrouded in mystery and confusion. The payer-side revenue cycle management, or RCM for short. Now, I know what you might be thinking. RCM sounds about as exciting as watching paint dry, but hold on, because this stuff is actually super important. We're talking about the intricate dance between healthcare providers, insurance companies, the payers, and of course, patients like you and me. Welcome to our comprehensive guide on the payer-side revenue cycle management, RCM, process. Today we'll walk you through each critical step involved in managing claims from the payer's perspective. Get ready to understand the journey of your healthcare claims, from the moment you visit the doctor to that satisfying paid stamp. It all starts when you leave your doctor's appointment, prescription in hand, maybe feeling a little worse for wear. But behind the scenes, a whole other process is just beginning. Your healthcare provider bundles up all your visit information from the diagnosis to the treatment and sends it off to your insurance company as a claim. Think of this as the claim's birth certificate entering the world of the payer. But before the insurance company can even think about paying up, they need to give this claim a thorough checkup. Now, this is where things get really interesting. The insurance company puts on its detective hat and begins the process of claim adjudication. They're on the hunt for any inconsistencies, errors, or red flags that might raise an eyebrow. They'll scrutinize everything. Your eligibility for coverage, the medical necessity of those tests your doctor ordered, and even if the billing codes match the services provided. They're basically the guardians of fairness, making sure everything is on the up and up. Imagine a giant digital sorting hat for healthcare claims. That's essentially what claims processing is all about. Insurance companies use sophisticated software to put each claim into the right bucket. Straightforward cases, like a routine checkup, might sail through this process with flying colors. But more complex claims, like those involving surgery or specialized treatments, might require a more hands-on approach. Okay, so the claim has jumped through all the hoops, passed the tests, and impressed the judges. Now it's time for the insurance company to whip out its calculator and figure out how much needs to be paid. This involves a careful analysis of your specific policy, deductibles, co-payments, and any co-insurance you might have. It's like a complex equation with a big fat dollar sign at the end. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the insurance company, with a sigh of relief and a click of a button, releases the funds to your healthcare provider. This can happen through electronic transfers, or in some cases, the good old-fashioned way with a check in the mail. Along with the payment, you'll probably receive something called an explanation of benefits, or EOB. It's basically a detailed receipt breaking down who paid what and why. Let's face it, sometimes claims get denied. It's like applying to college all over again. Maybe there was missing information, a coding error, or the insurance company didn't agree with the medical necessity of the treatment. But don't despair, denials aren't always the end of the road. Providers can appeal the decision, submit additional documentation, or work with the insurance company to resolve any issues. Ever feel like you're juggling chainsaws? That's what it can feel like for insurance companies when a patient has multiple insurance plans. This often happens with families where both parents have coverage or individuals with supplemental insurance. Coordination of benefits, or COB, is all about figuring out which insurance plan takes priority and how the financial responsibility gets divvied up. It's like a carefully choreographed dance to avoid duplicate payments and ensure everyone pays their fair share. Insurance companies are constantly on the lookout for fraudulent activities that drive up the cost of healthcare for everyone. This includes things like billing for services that were never rendered, upcoding, charging for a more expensive service than what was actually provided, and other shady practices. To combat this, they use sophisticated algorithms, data analysis, and even good old-fashioned detective work to identify and investigate suspicious claims. It's not all about algorithms and spreadsheets, though. Insurance companies also have real, live human beings working behind the scenes to answer questions, resolve issues, and generally make the whole RCM process a little less painful. Whether you're a provider with a billing question or a patient trying to decipher your EOB, these customer service representatives are there to help guide you through the often confusing world of healthcare billing. The RCM process doesn't end when the money changes hands. Insurance companies are required to keep meticulous records, track key performance indicators, and ensure they're following all applicable laws and regulations. This involves generating reports on things like claim processing times, denial rates, and overall financial performance. It's all about transparency, accountability, and making sure the system runs as smoothly and legally as possible. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the payer-side RCM cycle. We hope this guide has provided you with a clear understanding of each step involved in managing healthcare claims from the payer's perspective. It's a complex process, to be sure, but by understanding the ins and outs, we can all become more informed healthcare consumers and advocates. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to navigating the often overwhelming world of healthcare. Stay tuned for more informative content.